Hello everyone, Social Coach Michael Knight here, and today I'm going to be answering the question, do nice guys really finish last? Well, let's first define what do we mean by nice. There's different versions. There's the guy where you get a flat tire and you pull over to the side of the road and some complete stranger gets out of his car to help you change the tire and wants nothing in return. That's a nice guy. That was a generous guy. That guy didn't want anything back in return. That's a good type of guy that it's not bad to be. Now, the type of nice that you don't want to be is the type of nice where maybe you hear two girls talking to each other and she's like, oh, how did your date go? You don't really like him though, do you? And her friend's like, no, he's nice, but... Or the type of thing where you take a girl out on a date and she's like, thank you for dinner, but I don't really see this going anywhere. But you're such a nice guy. Some other person's gonna be so lucky to meet you. Those type of condescending nices are not the type of nices that you wanna be. Also, being nice should be a choice that you have. You shouldn't be a guy who just acts nice because he can't handle any confrontation. He can't handle another person being upset with him. He wouldn't know what to do. He wouldn't know how to handle it. It would make him scared and uncomfortable. So whenever there feels like there's any little type of confrontation, he wants to be like, oh no, I'll do it, or no, I like that, I have no problem with that. No problem, we can do it your way. Why does he act like that? Is he really being nice because he agrees with the other person? No, he doesn't agree with the other person. He's doing it because he's scared. He's afraid of any type of confrontation. He comes off completely unconfident. Because he's not strong enough to stand up to the world, he has no choice but to be nice to it and hope that it's being nice to him back. He only feels safe when he thinks that everyone else around him likes him, and that's why he becomes a people pleaser. But in doing so, he loses their respect. Don't become a pushover where at work, you do all the work for the project, but then your colleague takes all the credit, but you're too weak to stand up to him. Don't become the type of guy that girls just use to get free dinner and drinks when they're bored. When you find yourself doing so-called nice things for another person, ask yourself the question, why am I doing this? Are you really doing it because you want nothing in return? Or are you actually doing it because you're hoping they'll like you because of it? You're trying to buy their friendship instead of just doing it honestly and in a altruistic type of way. This is why women choose to date assholes over so-called nice guys. Because the asshole is actually the person being more honest. Because the asshole's straight up with what he wants. She knows what she's getting. He's not hiding what his true thoughts are. While the nice guy is actually the liar often. The nice guy is often the guy that's being dishonest. He's the guy who's doing all these things, pretending just to do them to be nice, like he's not really interested in her, or that he doesn't really want to be with her. No, trying to buy her love secretly from her without putting his intentions out in the open. And the girl finds this really dishonest. Now, to be clear, the goal isn't actually to become an asshole. Anyone who you actually have to become an asshole for them to want to date you are also exactly the type of people that you probably should avoid dating. The goal is to let your honest intentions be known and don't hide behind doing all these nice favors as an excuse to try to buy someone's affection, to try to buy their love. Because it's not going to work. All you're going to do is lose their respect. You're doing what's known in psychology as a covert contract. That's a one-sided contract where you think that because you're doing all these little nice things, that in the end, you're going to deserve something, such as a relationship with a person or for that person's affection. But the other person has not agreed to the deal, and in a lot of cases, they don't even know it exists. But you think by doing all these favors and just being nice, that you deserve then to get with them. But again, that's not how it works. Often when white knight, nice guys ride into a situation, it's not even for the woman's own welfare or benefit. It's solely selfish for themselves. They're not doing it because they really care about the woman. They're not doing it to really try to protect her from some jerk who she might actually be dating and enjoy being with. The reason they're doing it is because they're trying to protect their own worldview of how they think relationships are supposed to work. They're trying to actually just get the woman for themselves. It's completely selfish. It's not actually for the woman's benefit at all. And not only that, it's super condescending towards the woman, thinking that she can't decide what she wants for herself and that you know better than her what she should have in her life. And even in the cases where a woman may indeed be involved with not so great such type of guy, the right type of guy isn't the so-called nice guy who's only doing things for the sole reason of trying to win her over for himself and not for her actual benefit. So, do nice guys finish last? Well, only weak men who have no choice to be nice because they can't stand up to the slightest amount of conflict. But when it comes to being a kind person in general, then it actually often depends on the length of the race. Generous men will do better than selfish men in the long run. Because in the long run, if you're not building and maintaining good relationships, either in business or your personal life, you're never going to have that solid enough foundation upon which you can build great towering heights of success. So that's it for today. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, since that would be doing me a huge favor when it comes to helping grow this channel. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the science behind attraction, then I highly recommend you check out my book, and also consider becoming a Patreon subscriber, not only to support my work, but also to get access to Enhanced EQ online video course that I created, and also private videos that are a little bit too unpolitically correct and a little too nuanced for the general YouTube community. And you can find more information for all this stuff in the description below. Until next time, ciao.